Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today. CycleCruza videos brought to you at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey guys, out here having fun on my CBR 1000 RR. Man, it's really nice to be back on the bike, but I tell you, I miss my WR 250R. But this bike gives me some serious orgasms when I twist the throttle, I'll tell you that. But I tell you guys that you know, since owning the dual sport and the super bike, I just want to give the top 5 key differences that I noticed right away, which is obvious, of course. Number 1 being the power. Obviously, it's like night and day with these bikes. Even on the fastest dual sport, you'll find it's maybe, I don't know, what, a 500 EXC or something. It's still going to probably feel slow compared to this bike. But that's to be expected, and that's obvious. And I'll tell you, what's really awesome, though, about owning a dual sport in this bike is that when you jump back on this bike, and it makes you appreciate how fast this bike is. And it's like you got a whole new bike all over again, and you're experiencing the super bike, especially if you don't ride it for a while and just ride the dual sport for a while. But actually, I think it's awesome to have the dual sport at lower power, because you can really crank the fuck out of it in the corners. And I love it in the twisties, man. I actually like it in the twisties. I don't know which one I like. This bike, you got to be careful in the twisties, because you get too cute on the throttle, it could set you up for a fucked up day. But on the WR250, you crank the fuck out of it around them corners and have a blast. And you're not doing felony speeds either, man. You know? So but number 2 is braking. Believe it or not, that's like the biggest difference. One of the biggest difference I noticed is that, you know, with the rear brake on the WR250R, you got to be careful with. You stomp on it and the rear tire can slide out on you. On this bike, you can stomp on it and it won't do much. You know, I highly recommend, you know, doing proper braking when you have a non-ABS bike, because you need to use the rear brake to help stabilize the bike. So you definitely want to be using the rear brake with the sport bike. But yeah, with the WR250R, and if you just use the front brake on the WR250R, man, you know, you get that shock action if you get too hard on it on the front brake. You definitely have to use both brakes, but you definitely have to use proper braking with the WR250R and any of the dual sports, especially on street. That's mainly for street riding. But another key difference that I noticed, which is really huge, is obviously the dual sports are so much more narrower. And I tell you, I actually love that, man. That they're so lightweight and thin. It feels like a bicycle. I love it. And I tell you guys, it's really, really awesome getting on one of those thin, lightweight dual sports. The WR250R, it's amazing. Like I said, in the corners, it's awesome. You take it off-road, it's awesome. Unlike those big, heavy adventure bikes, you can't really get too cute like on single trails or anything, because it's like having, you know, trying to move a pig around. But those lightweight dual sports are awesome. But yeah, with this bike, I mean, I get on this, man, it feels like I got a big ass right here or something, you know what I'm saying, man? It's like, fuck, like I'm getting ready to mount it doggy style or something, you know? You know what I'm saying, man? Fuck, I don't even know where I'm going, man. But yeah, I just love that thin lightweightness of it. But anyways, another key huge difference, especially with the Supersports in this bike, is the heat issue. I mean, these bikes generate so much fucking heat. I mean, these on a hot summer day, these fucking things, they heat your legs up like crazy, man. And this bike isn't that bad. My 600RR was worse. mean, that thing would roast your legs on a hot day. As where the Dual Sport, they don't get that hot. So they're very comfortable. Very enjoyable to ride. And and also that brings up the next point, which is a huge benefit to Dual Sport. It's upright seating position. When I got on this bike again, because it's been so long, a while since I've been on this bike, because I've been working on it, and I've been riding the WR250R for a while now, is I get on here, it feels like I'm getting ready to do a push-up because I'm not used to it. It's been a while since I've been back on it. And the WR250, I'm up here comfortably just cruising, man. I mean, those bikes are like an all-in-one, you know, Dual Sports are like an all-in-one bike for you. You can go anywhere, you can ride on the highway, you can cruise on it, you can put a comfortable seat on it, you can cruise on it, man, comfortably, no problems. It's just a great Swiss Army knife of the motorcycles. And another key difference, obviously, is the height of the bike, which I know a lot of you shorties out there complain about, you know, get pansy on me and complain about the freaking seat height, you know, and oh, the seat is too tall. CycleCruza, man, I can't fucking reach the ground with. I mean, come on, man, fuck. I told you guys, man, use one leg as a kickstand and quit bitching about fucking seat height. I got a girl on my channel, guys, that freaking is 5'1" in heels and rides a R6 like a boss. And you guys out here, some big ass strong dudes out here be bitching about fucking seat height. Like, you know what I'm saying? This girl said she cracks up when she hear guys talking about seat height. Because it don't mean shit, man. It's a mental thing you got going on. Get over that mental aspect. Use your leg as a kickstand. You're good to go. No problems. Don't worry about it. I even use my leg as a kickstand. I'm 6 foot, about 6'1", and I use my leg as a kickstand, man. And because it gets, you know, I flat foot it, but it's not like a comfortable flat foot like this bike. So I find myself every now and scooting over and using one leg. No big fucking deal. I know a lot of you guys are saying, CycleCruza, you're tall. You don't know how it is to be fucking short. Yeah, that's true. I don't know how it is to be short, but I tell you guys, like I said, I got that female viewer on my channel, and she laughs when guys talk about seat height. And I got a friend that's pretty short, like 5'7". You know, you don't fucking complain about Dual Sport. You get on that bitch and he rides it, man. So I don't want to hear that shit anymore. And another, you know, but what's great about the seat height with Dual Sports is that it gives you the clearance to go over shit when you want to head off-road, which is going to come in handy for you. You don't want a bike that's sitting low because you're not going to be able to get off, I mean, you're not going to be able to go over a lot of different type of terrain when you head off-road. Shit, I go over staircases and shit on my bike sometimes, you know, when I do my urban fuckery. Woo! Urban dual sporting. But I'll tell you one thing that's really awesome about these super bikes is the fucking power, man. I'll tell you, that's the main thing. That's the only main attraction. And also it being lightweight compared to most street bikes. The power to weight ratio is the best on these bikes. And it's really awesome. But I'll tell you, what's even better with the Dual Sport is just being able to go off-road any fucking time you want to and just get the fuck out anytime, man. Head off-road, and then you get back on road anytime you want. They're worth their weight in gold. And also the maintenance. You know, with the WR250R, the maintenance is actually less on that bike than it is with this bike, because the valve adjustments on this bike is only on this bike it's like 18,000. On the WR250R it's like 26,600 miles, and it rarely goes out of spec. I hear with the Honda bikes, they rarely go out of spec either. And also insurance is really cheap on the Dual Sports, dude. I paid like $130 for the whole year. Full coverage. And it's cheap for everybody of all ages. Woo! I tell you though, you crank the throttle on this. Woo! The power on this is just fucking the sound. Oh! Give you a fucking have you busting all kinds of nuts. Woo! Love this bike. I love both of them, man. But I tell you, if I had to keep one bike, yeah, I was only allowed to have one bike in the garage, it would be the WR250R. I tell you guys, I love that bike. I love it. And it's a bike that that I'm planning on keeping for a long time. That's why I dropped 4K into it. But hey guys, that's all I have for you. If you want to see more of my videos, go to my website, CycleCruza.com. Click on the menu tab, My Videos. All my videos are categorized into various playlists. Hopefully you can find something that will inform you or entertain you. Hey, hit thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my all-in-one motorcycle channel. Share this video with your friends and let them know, hey man, you don't have to have a fast-ass liter bike to have fun. You can have fun on a dual sport. Cheaper to own and more fun on the road, baby. But I wish you guys all the best out there. Take care and until next time. Signing off from Cleveland, Ohio, baby.
Check out my other channel, CycleCruza MotoVlogs, where I discuss anything and everything, not just motorcycle shit.